Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Spring Convocation 2026. Thank you so much for your patience today. I know many of you have waited years for this moment, so I hope the 30 minutes, a little extra there, was worth it as well. But thank you for your patience. So, one of the great things about Convocation is it's one of the most uplifting and positive experiences at the university. It's a time when we can all come together and celebrate the hard work and the dedication that we've seen and experienced with the students that are going to be before us today. It is really one of the best parts of my job. It's a distinct honor to assist with the ceremonies today, and I'm glad that you are all here today to help celebrate this joyful event. As we begin today, I want to acknowledge that we hold these ceremonies on Treaty 6 territory in the traditional homeland of the Métis. We pay our respects to our First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place, and take this special opportunity to reaffirm our relationship with one another. As an example of this relationship, Indigenous symbols have been woven into our Convocation ceremonies, and I wanted to be sure to draw special attention to them for you today. The honor song and our drum group represent the people of our First Nation, recognizing that the drum is the heartbeat of Mother Earth and guides all our journeys. The Métis National Anthem represents our recognition of the Métis people of this land and their contributions to where we are today. And most importantly, and you'll see this to my left, the Eagle Staff. The Eagle Staff indicates a band of people, much like a flag or a coat of arms, and the staff has been created uniquely for our university. It is an inclusive symbol, recognizing that First Nations, Métis, and Inuit students are an integral part of our university community. With that, I would ask everyone to please stand as you are able for the honor song and the arrival of the Chancellor's Platform Party and our graduates.
Hey!
Fish Juniors for performing today's graduate entry song and welcoming our 450 grads today. I would now ask you to remain standing for the instrumental version of O Canada and invite you to sing along in the language of your choice. And this will be followed by the Métis National Anthem sung by vocalist Brandy Trond.
In the forest, on the river, and across the western plain, as the white man journeyed westward to the land of the Indian, a new race was created, a new nation rose up strong. Hardship as its destiny, and its curse to not belong. In the land from which they came, in the land they helped to build, they found themselves the alien, found their vision unfulfilled. And despite their valiant effort to defend what they believed, when at last the battle ended, they were only left to grieve. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadian. For the newest generation and the future ones to come, with the past to motivate us, it will help to keep us strong. As we build the Métis nation, as we watch it rise again, our past losses motivation to inspire our future gain. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadian. We are proud to be Métis, watch our nation rise again. Never more forgotten people, we're the true Canadian. Kishti, merci.
Thank you, Brandy. You may be seated. So once again to everybody, graduates, distinguished guests, family members, welcome. Today I have the honor of introducing to you the members of the platform party that you see before you. Beginning with the front row on my left, your right, and I'd ask them to stand as they are able. Vicky Mowat, member of the Legislative Assembly, Saskatoon Fairview. Adam McInnes, representative from Métis Nation of Saskatchewan. Norman Fleury, elder. Roland Duquette, elder. Patty McDougall, interim provost, vice president, academic. Scott Banda, chancellor. Vince Bruni Basio, president and vice chancellor. Baljit Singh, vice president, research. Brooke Milne, dean, College of Arts and Science. Martha Smith, acting executive director, Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy. Tammy Marsh, dean, St. Thomas More College. Kim Kroll-Goodwin, interim vice president, university relations. And in our second row, Salome Reese, acting registrar. Marjorie Delbar, interim vice provost, students and learning. Nancy Turner, interim associate provost, teaching innovation and strategic initiatives. Jay Wilson, principal, Prince Albert campus. Lolene Birdall, acting deputy provost. Amaranta Sokol, interim vice provost, indigenous engagement. Gerald Farthing, associate dean, St. Thomas More College. Jaswant Singh, associate dean, College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies. Jennifer Lang, vice dean, College of Arts and Science. Stephen Ryan, interim vice dean, College of Arts and Science. Darren Ollerking, associate dean, College of Arts and Science. Andrew Ireson, acting assistant director, School of Environment and Sustainability. Maureen Reed, professor, School of Environment and Sustainability. And in our third row, our orators for today, Sasha Atkinson, Reggie Namache, Terry Bedard, Bryce Bulges, and Scott Brandt. Oh, I'm sorry. And Scott Brandt is a USask senator. Andrew Allen is a USask senator. Shelley Kirchuk, the director of the Canadian Centre for Rural and Agriculture Health. Corinne Schuster-Wallace, executive director, Global Institute for Water Security. And representing our students here today on stage, Abtin Safian, president of the University of Saskatchewan Students' Union, and Sunny Bowie, president of the Graduate Students Association. And behind them, and I'd ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan. Would you please join me in expressing to all these faculty, administrators, and members of our governing bodies thanks for all the work they've done in teaching and encouraging our graduates. I'd like to now invite our President and Vice Chancellor, Vince Bruni Basio, up to the podium to address the graduates.
Good afternoon, everyone. We made it in. Power outage couldn't stop us. We're here. It's an honor to be here in my first week of Convocation's celebrations as President and Vice Chancellor with all of you today. Before I get started, there's a couple of thank yous I just want to say personally. Thank you to the team whose planning and hard work today made today's event possible and really held the line for us so that we could be here during the power outage and kept these doors open for us. Special thanks to Chancellor Scott Banda for his ongoing leadership. It's interesting to be working with Scott. You can see he's a natural leader as we enter into Convocation, and he really helps us go forward. Thank you to the elders, knowledge keepers, and wise ones whose wisdom continues to guide us as we move forward. Thank you to our University of Saskatchewan Senate members here today, and to the many senior leaders here behind me. Again, I keep saying it's your clarity, collaboration, and leadership that guides this university with purpose, so thank you. Thank you to Vicky Mowat, our member of the Legislative Assembly with us today, and the faculty and staff joining us as well. Thank you for all the work you do to keep our university running the way it does. I know Dean Tammy Marsh from STM is with us today, and I want to recognize the collaboration between St. Thomas More College and the University of Saskatchewan. Thank you for being here, Dean Tammy Marsh. On Monday, I took part on an installation ceremony that marked the start of Convocation celebration as the role of president. I took an oath under the Lieutenant Governor, and it was more than a symbolic gesture. It was a promise to myself and to this institution and community to serve the institution and community in the best way possible. The oath included two commitments: to uphold the responsibilities of this office and to protect the rights and well-being of the university and its members. To me, this means establishing a clear mission, ensuring USask is contributing positively to society, and ensuring that we are taking care of people, the people who live, work, and study here. In essence, it means that how we do things is as important as what we're striving to achieve. So with this in mind, we are working together to develop our next strategic plan, the University Plan 2035. The new strategic plan will include a bold mission for this university, developed by listening to the voices of students, faculty, staff, donors, industry partners, and government partners. We see value in listening to these voices because these are the voices of our USass community. And it's my personal belief that the strong community we have at the university and across the province is one of our key advantages that will help us to achieve great things. After all, it's through community that we create safe spaces, and it's through community that we empower people to accomplish high goals. I learned the importance of community growing up in Jasper, Alberta. My parents were newcomers from Italy, and community is how they survived and thrived. Of course, life was simpler then. There was no texting, no Facebook, and no Instagram. I know that's a hard idea for graduates to comprehend, no Insta, and no TikTok, even worse. And I said earlier today, if I ever decide to make a TikTok video, you have the legitimacy to stop me for my own sake and yours. Community was built by showing up, sharing meals, walking together, and talking face to face. My grandparents' home was the center of that world, and at any moment, a dozen people might be gathered around their table, sharing a meal, telling stories, or simply stopping in to connect. It's because of these experiences that community is important to me, and it's why I believe community is a strength. And through these experiences, I've also learned that community is built intentionally through care, honesty, and showing up for one another. So this week, as we celebrate graduates from different colleges and schools, we are also honoring the strength of this USass community, and it's important to our future. And as part of our community, today we celebrate graduates from the College of Arts and Science, the School of Environment and Sustainability, and the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy. The College of Arts and Science brings together science, social science, humanities, and fine arts, along with advancing high-impact research, scholarly, and artistic works in multiple areas. The College of Arts and Science produces graduates who are sought after by employers, professional schools, and others because they understand how to analyze and think critically, solve complex problems, and embrace diversity of knowledge, cultures, and viewpoints. The School of Environment and Sustainability focuses on the environmental challenges facing our world. Its faculty and students advance work in sustainability, water security, regenerative and energy systems, and chemical risk assessments, all to help communities build resilience. Graduates are sought after by both industry and government for their understanding of environmental science and policy. The Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy prepares policy professionals and public leaders. Faculty researchers advance conversations in areas such as innovation, governance, Indigenous rights and economic development, cooperatives, and more. Its programs challenge learners to think strategically, using evidence well, and leading change in public, nonprofit, and community settings. And I should mention, that's where I did my PhD. So I have a real affinity for the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy. Together, these colleges and schools advance our understanding across disciplines and policy and lobby for policy changes that makes communities more sustainable, prosperous, and resilient. So it's an honor to celebrate Convocation with all of you. I'd like to thank Dean Brooke Millen, Executive Director Karsten Lieber, and Acting Director Martha Smith for their engaged leadership in these schools and college. Now, graduates, today we're here to celebrate you. We celebrate your accomplishments and your perseverance. We also celebrate that you are part of the USass community that I was mentioning. And for this reason, we're grateful that you chose the University of Saskatchewan to be your academic home. And as we celebrate today, we also acknowledge the care and commitment from your families, friends, mentors, and loved ones that have supported you in getting here. No one arrives at Convocation without someone else guiding them and helping them. So for a moment, I think it's important that we give a round of applause for your supporters. Now, graduates, I would be remiss if I didn't point out you're graduating during interesting and uncertain times. As we navigate a rapidly changing landscape in technology, politics, economics, and public expectations, I want you to know that USass remains strong in its identity and mission to face these complexities. Our strength is shown by the fact that we have students from 130 countries who choose to study here, and we have 27,000 students studying here at any one time. We graduate 4,500 highly skilled graduates each year, and 70% of them decide to stay in Saskatchewan to build their lives. And this week, at the end of the week, 4,000 of those 4,500 will have graduated. We are a world-class university with a wide-ranging areas of expertise derived in part from our connection to Saskatchewan. Being in Saskatchewan allows us to compete work that we cannot do anywhere else in the world. As a result, we lead nationally and internationally in areas such as agricultural and food production, water stewardship, energy, Indigenous sovereignty and rights relations, access to health care, vaccine development, and climate resilience. Our strong partnerships with leading international companies in Saskatchewan mean you, our students, gain experience from organizations that are shaping the future of this country and world. And our researchers are able to pursue innovations with global reach. USask also has strong partnerships with community organizations, not-for-profits, and Saskatchewan's arts sector. And that is the community I talk about when I say our Saskatchewan community. We also strive to be a place where all people are welcome. Through Opautan, the first Indigenous-led strategy of its kind at a Canadian university, this institution is committed to advancing Indigenous knowledge, supporting truth and reconciliation, and working alongside communities in meaningful and sustained ways. We're also committed to ensuring that members of the 2SL LGBTQIA+ community, people of color, people with disabilities and accessibility needs, and individuals from diverse backgrounds fully feel they are part of this university. As new alumni, you can be proud of the strength and stability of this university and what it has accomplished in these uncertain times. And as we celebrate your accomplishments today, we know the world needs your leadership now and your resolve to making a difference. It's your voices now that will address the challenges we face today by shaping the organizations you join and the communities you serve. And as you complete this work, it's important to remember and recognize that your degree is more than a credential. It represents years of learning, questioning, discovery, and growing. It shows your ability to think critically, to adapt, and to engage with complexity. It also reflects skills grounded in the spirit of this province, skills we need more now than ever. And your degree is in fact a promise to the world. You see, one thing I've learned as president is that USask graduates are known around the globe for their work ethic, their leadership, and their courage. Employers have spoken openly to me about the reputation of our graduates globally, talking to me about how they work well with others, how they navigate uncertainty, and how they bring their full selves to any challenge at hand. This reputation is not only about the skills of our graduates, but it's about the strengths and values they carry from this university and province. So graduates, as you cross the stage today, you will join more than 180,000 alumni across Saskatchewan, Canada, and the globe who exemplify what education can make possible. And as you leave here today, I want you to know that the University of Saskatchewan is with you. And as I stated earlier, USask is not just a university, it is a community, and you are part of it. This community does not end when you leave the stage. You will always have a place here, and you will always be connected to the professors who taught you and the students who learned alongside you. And as a professor who's taught probably more than 1,000 students myself, I can say that I have that connection with my students, former students, when I see them. We see evidence of our community by the support we get from our USask alumni for our Husky student athletes from across the globe. And I urge you to have that connection with our Husky athletes as you go forward with your careers. So graduates, what I want to say to you today is, despite all the challenges society is facing, I am filled with hope because of you. I know your time at the University of Saskatchewan has provided you with important skills grounded in real experience and real relationships. I'm confident from what you have learned from professors who care deeply about your success, from peers who challenged and inspired you, and from experiences in and beyond the classroom. I'm confident in your values and in who you are as human beings. And I know that wherever your path takes you, you will carry the character of this university with you, a character shaped by the hard work, collaboration, generosity, and a belief that we are stronger when we work together. So I encourage you to step forward with courage and confidence, knowing you are part of this community and that we are here for you. And in those moments of doubt, remember the University of Saskatchewan is proud of you. We believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the impact you will have. And when you want to come back and visit us, the long lineups at Tim Hortons and Starbucks will still be waiting for you, so you can come anytime. Please enjoy this moment. You've earned it. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, President and Vice Chancellor, members of the University Senate and Board of Governors, I present to you the petition of the Council of the University that the candidates being named, having fulfilled all the requirements of the bylaws, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the Council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which you are entitled, and to vest you with the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
If I could ask the graduates in the front row to please rise and approach the platform as directed by your ambassadors. And as you make your way forward, I will let you know how the conferring of the degrees will unfold. As you enter the stage today, please stop and face the audience, as an academic hood will be placed over your shoulders. Once you have been hooded, please proceed to the first podium and stop as the orator will present you by your name. Please be sure to stop and turn to face the Chancellor, as he is the one who actually admits you to the Convocation of the University of Saskatchewan. You then may shake hands with the President, and then we ask you to continue across the platform to be greeted by the Dean or the representative of your college, and you will receive your parchment from them. You'll then be directed backstage where our Convocation team will usher you through, and then back to the seat to allow you to celebrate your fellow students. So with that, let us begin.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the certificate in urban design. I present to you Barbara Isabel Gonzalez Padilla, Emma Louise Henderson, Maria Patricia Soto Hardin, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer on them the certificate in medical language. I present to you Soraya Keela Chanel Blunt, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts 3-year. I present to you Moses Toluwanimi Ajiboso, Tracy Lynn Alcon, Johnson Kalu Asi, Jordana Lynn Ann Ephraim, Stewart Glenn Friddy, Soraya Gerbusi with distinction, Torilyn Alexis Harder. Nalea Coberson with distinction. Riley Kramer. Janlyn Lowen. Jesse McDonald. Abimbola Olawumi Makinde. Emma Rose Malenfant. Caitlin Victoria Saunders Nicholson with distinction. Jaren Prachi. Salome Roby. Felicity Ann running around. Gabriela Julia Serick with great distinction. Mary Marcella Shamas. Justice Marina Sitla. Sophia Maria Stuber with great distinction. Samantha Dawn Wagger. Chinaza Stephanie Uwazi. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts 4-year. I present to you Brandy Dawn Abel. Jillian Evelyn Adam with distinction. David Oladipo Ajakaye. Carl E. Bergloff with great distinction. Teniola Karen Bolaji. Wendell Alfonso Buckner. Kai Han Chow. Gracelyn Amara Deutscher with distinction. Jade Krieg Gumbel. Jessica Lee Gates. Ava Gracie Hoston. Maria Mohammed Hersi. Jemima Evierin Egundunase with great distinction. Juliana Isabella Kilo Loyayanza with great distinction. Courtney Ann Kinnenberg. Darshana Lanki. Sarah Liberio. Svetlana Lumpas with distinction. Kenneth McNeil. Madison Marie Olenek. David Owofo Rito Onazi with great distinction. Larissa Lynn Pilbeam with great distinction. Shay Poitras with distinction. Taylor Rose Priddle. Angel Stephanie Dawn Prosper. Faiha Rahman with great distinction. Taylor Rain. Makel Kyron Panzo Rizal. Bailey Olivia Syrian. Matthew Jensen Snell with distinction. Brianne Jolie Springett. Subanaya Tirunavukarasyu with great distinction. Blossom Ogene Fejiro Ugolu. Yen Teng Wang. Shin He Xia. Hannah Ziegler with great distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts honors. I present to you Osama Abum Hajj, Oluwa Pamimo Oluwa Damisinula Akinje with high honors. Dylan Kobenka with high honors. Owen Robert Gerard with high honors. Julia Mackenzie Conan with high honors. Breck Taryn Matheson with high honors. Elora Charlotte Dawn Memko with high honors. Stephen Alexander Ryder. Sasha Lorraine Shepard with high honors. Keith Smith with high honors. Matthews Stalin Freitas with high honors. Aiden Katie Ellen Twydale with high honors. Emanuela Chinonyelum Ukpabia with high honors. Marina Van Staveren with high honors. Chandra Wasil with high honors. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science 3-year. I present to you Kelsey Brianna Daschak with great distinction. Delisha Paresh Kumar Patel. Hetal Kiran Kumar Patel. Kinariben Damendra Kumar Patel with great distinction. Naman Kumar Deepa Kumar Patel. Ervi Sanjay Kumar Patel. Crescent Emma Richter. Swad Yusuf Mohammed. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science 4-year. I present to you Sabah Esan. Rahala Akhtar. Savannah Anderson, with great distinction. Jacob Bailey, with great distinction. Jordan Ella Burns, with great distinction. Jessica Marie Colville, with great distinction. Dawson Kelly Conlon, with great distinction. Ian James Crackle, with great distinction. Bren Irene Carey. Julie Rose Toison Doming. Jenna Duncan, with great distinction. Catherine Grace Dick, with great distinction. Chase Colton Flugie, with great distinction. Jackson Harty, with great distinction. Mohammed Faraz Hasib Hussein Raja. Nathan Hickson, with great distinction. McLean Kenneth Hillestad, with great distinction. Twyla Sakura Kendall, with great distinction. Simon Kilbach, with great distinction. Sawyer Royce Kopek, with great distinction. Elena Lauren Kruger, with distinction. Michael Kruger. Alicia Garman Kwan, with distinction. Brenna Louisa Marie McRae. Logan Ray Mastel. Christy McKay, with distinction. Sarah E. McLaughlin, with great distinction. Theodore James Oates, with great distinction. Lizel Ann Desayo Pasqua, with distinction. Janina Angela Reonal. Gemalyn Geraldo Reyes. Amelia Kiokoras. Parakshit Shokin, with distinction. David Foley Faiz Simmons. Ailey Taylor Sotas. Bhavya Shrivastava. Jennifer Stanton, with distinction. Gori Tucker. Brooke Thompson. Dean Weeb. Colby Ann Wilson, with great distinction. Junji Zhao. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science honors. I present to you Luke David Abraham. Molly Black, with high honors. Haley Ann Clifford, with high honors. Owen Kenko, with high honors. Hemela Johannes Kifley, with high honors. Kevin Kobilson, with high honors. Nick Meckelbog. Janelle Muskalik, with high honors. Doreen Pruthukuma Patel, with high honors. Sasha Pruitt. Quintana Lee Seavey. Alize Khan Sumbal. Gabriel Svetlikov with high honors. Chloe Walmsley with high honors. Abigail Jacqueline York.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science, 3-year. I present to you Lauren Rose Folk. Sharina Charlene Garibay, with great distinction. Dana D. Alexis Gibb. Hannah Clara Mae Johnston, with distinction. Jillian Rachel Kusi, with great distinction. Jacob Meyer, with distinction. Relan Haley Meeks, with great distinction. Kushi Vihari Mega. Grace Olivia Molenbeek, with distinction. Drumi Nilesh Kumar Patel, with great distinction. Connor James Pichet, with great distinction. Nicole Marie Sherrick. Brooklyn Rain Sullivan. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science, 4-year. I present to you Vince Soni Teab Agayo. Esther Motenola Oluwatsuwen Aina. Muhammad Awais Akhtar, with distinction. Jethro Sabello Alegria, with distinction. Saeed Tala Ali. Michael Allen Cujo Amani, with distinction. Joey Jasmine Ambon, with great distinction. Stefan Barada, with distinction. Nicholas Andrew Barker, with great distinction. Nikki Lee Bobian. Karen Benny. Zanab Bilal, with great distinction. Kylie Lauren Bishop, with distinction. Patrick John Borjon. Tatum Nicole Bonus, with great distinction. Rachel Danica Boychuk, with great distinction. Eileen Bazorgi, with great distinction. Dawson Ty Brace, with great distinction. Stephen John Boulat, with great distinction. Myra Elizabeth Butter. Mackenzie Alexis Byers, with great distinction. Achagos Carrier. Rashi Abhishek Chauhan. Haley Crothers, with great distinction. Hannah Yvette Dabke. Alyssa Emily Dagnany, with great distinction. Ahana Das, with distinction. Grayson Marie Dean, with great distinction. Lily Hannah Dobchuk, with great distinction. Danielle Marie Enns, with great distinction. Rachel Ann Felix. Olivia Angeli Florizone. Grace Ann Elizabeth Forward, with great distinction. Jian Gao, with great distinction. Hannah Retha Garrick, with great distinction. Tazy Deanna Gurley, with distinction. Olivia Jacqueline Dawn Golden, with great distinction. Joshua Stephen Harmsma, with great distinction. Braden Matthew Hemian, with distinction. Callista Hester. Roxalana Harrell, with great distinction. Katerina Sonia Hiriscu. Emily Baina Halowski, with great distinction. Vidi Jane, with great distinction. Greta Ann Johns, with great distinction. Emerson Rose Jordans, with great distinction. Ismail Kamel, with great distinction. Abigail Mary Kelly. Avery Madison Kenny, with great distinction. Dia Kintu Kamar Kamar. Bimal Kanal. Christina Kim. Brielle Marie Kitchen. Chase Nicholas Klinger, with great distinction. Jamie Connie Labby, with great distinction. Trent Hayden LaRochelle, with distinction. Georgia Jill Larson, with great distinction. Ewan Lay. Howard Lee, with great distinction. Non Lee, with great distinction. Nicole Christina Lindenschmidt, with great distinction. Anna Cade Melda, with distinction. Hira Majid, with great distinction. McKenna Jean Marshall, with great distinction. Ethne Jean Martin, with distinction. Braden Tyler Materi. Haley Renee Mayer, with great distinction. Chibukam Kenechukwu Mbanifu. Ella Grace Elsie McLeod, with great distinction. Martina Virginia McNeil, with great distinction. Chloe Rachel Merton, with great distinction. Livia June Marie Miller, with great distinction. Janaea Alyssa Morrison, with great distinction. Selena Lamb Wynn, with great distinction. Michael James Norrie, with distinction. Joanna Ulua Odomexio, with great distinction. Ian James Olson, with distinction. Carly Jo Madison Olzelski. Angel Morenikeji Onijagbe. Regan May Lavador Ono. Timothy Panchuk, with great distinction. Asta Patel. Haley Rebecca Peterson, with distinction. Ariana Pillay. Marcus Jerry Posniak, with great distinction. Maya June Purdy. Annika Mary Radke, with great distinction. Jaden Kiera Radu, with great distinction. Nadia Saeed, with distinction. Faridat Ajike Saka Abdul Hakim. Deandra Naomi Samuel, with great distinction. Paige Lily Selk, with great distinction. Muhammad Rafi Sharif, with distinction. Keon Shirazi. Sneha Parag Shukla. Arsh Singh. Avishi Singh, with distinction. Pahul Singh, with great distinction. Bradeen Leota St. Louis, with distinction. Emily Kathleen Steinhauer, with great distinction. Kiara Shea Stone, with great distinction. Zema Jarna Sujana. Labiba Islam Tanaz, with great distinction. Ethan Jack Walker, with great distinction. Catherine Mary Margaret Wallace. Mackenzie Lee Watson, with distinction. Taylor Marie Wagner, with distinction. Kaylin Aliyah Warzak, with distinction. Olivia Eileen Wesson, with distinction. Olivia Tatiana Rose Wehak. Kirera Willis, with distinction. Elizabeth Dawn Wright, with great distinction. Aisha Zafar, with great distinction. Angela Tracy Terseno Zagata, with distinction. Steve Zeng, with great distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science honors. I present to you Ethan Frederick Adams with high honors. Wajid Al-Hoyan with high honors. Mitchell Pierce Anstey. Nathaniel Nana Aubin with high honors. Arvine Barn. Tessia Marie Barouse. Livia Helen Bleckinger. Delaney McCrae Britton with high honors. Eliezer Carolino with high honors. Catherine Chang with high honors. Michael Ben Clay with high honors. Krishna Priya Data. Amanda Anima Borrego Dankwa. Alexandra May Dovachak with high honors. Roxy Kathleen Faye Dryden. Frances Marielle Vergara D. Laura Marie Dick with high honors. Nada Mohammed Imara with high honors. Neha Teresa Fernandez with high honors. Fabricio Gianni Funes with high honors. Emma Simone Gadet with high honors. Manvi Gui with high honors. Meredith Gassell with high honors. Guradesh Singh Hans. Georgia Ann Heilman with high honors. Anelia Zina Hernandez with high honors. Benjamin Jacob House with high honors. Emily Rochelle Hubick with high honors. Tanasha Iftikhar. Jamila Jalilova with high honors. Morgan Marianne Johansson with high honors. Holly Victoria Johnson. Logan Nicholas Caban. Faith Madison Caspert with high honors. Prapreet Kaur. Kennedy Elizabeth Carroll Keir. Dorina Kovacs. Darby Ryan Lebrecht with high honors. Kirsten Renee Lowe with high honors. Ria Victoria Bertha Martin with high honors. Madi Moezi. Rebecca Ann Moore with high honors. Paul Sebastian Mocoso Serino with high honors. Nishat Nawal with high honors. Donovan Scott Newdorf with high honors. Nok Min Twin Gwen. Chidera Jennifer Unwabodo, with high honors. Dia Vankumar Patel, with high honors. Keely Anna Pierce, with high honors. Jalen Erica Quayle, with high honors. Kobe Neil Reganak, with high honors. Heidi Susie Reese. Thora Grace Reynolds, with high honors. Agrima Rizal, with high honors. Ario Safian, with high honors. Shafak Salim, with high honors. Patrick Saplala Sarmiento, with high honors. Gavin Anthony Salinger, with high honors. Thanisha C.G. Anila, with high honors. Victor Shramko, with high honors. Sierra Rose Seidlecki, with high honors. Reed Simonson, with high honors. Keisha Singh, with high honors. Renee Cecilia Thompson, with high honors. Lauren Victoria Urzada, with high honors. Swanee Van Niekirk, with high honors. Tessa Verstappen. Jack Klaus Walter, with high honors. Caleb Lewis Graydon White, with high honors. Sam Jacob Wehak. Collie Ireland Wilk, with high honors. Cole Christopher Zapasaki, with high honors. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Science 4-year. I present to you Piper Leslie Rain Abel, with distinction. Samir Ahmed, with distinction. Mary Shell Alphabeta with great distinction. Elizabeth Carmen May Allen with great distinction. Caitlin Grace Anderson with great distinction. Oluwatobi Samuel Ayeni. Melissa Ching Bang. Kimia Bayaktor. Ethan Boyu with great distinction. Maggie Beth Bieber with great distinction. Jesleen Chundy with great distinction. Yashanis Ravindrasan Chavda. Dhruv Chakara. Gianna Mercado Demofile. Mania Dua with distinction. Hasnat Tariq Gondal. Riza Hakaiki Zadeh with distinction. Michael Adrian Hernandez with distinction. Eshwan Huang. Okay. Iman Humakyo with great distinction. Cody Irwin with great distinction. Sally Estevan with great distinction. Thevayani Iyer. Charan Konda with great distinction. Hannah Madeline Costa with great distinction. Shelby Marie Kozinski with distinction. Paulmina Grace Lombong Loreza with great distinction. Abigail Ann Larson with great distinction. Devon Rain Leffler with distinction. Taylor Lynn Luby. Bryn Catherine McKean with great distinction. Monica Mihal. Maria Isabel Rouge Mugo, with great distinction. Abby Mikatuk, with distinction. Shafin Nawaz, with great distinction. Jean-Chrétien Nibarantiza. Chinazo Onyanake. Jasmine Paulo, with great distinction. Naomi Prokopchuk, with great distinction. Jasmine Jane Rebecca. Logan John Ryu, with great distinction. Rajesh Royce Rodney, with distinction. Dora Roy, with distinction. Jerica Leah Schuster. Matthew Dylan Selsky. John Reed Solis, with great distinction. Madhumitha Vedantham. Kennedy Lillian Williams.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Science, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Science honors. I present to you Osama Al-Harbi. Kojo Bonsu Apau Jesse, with high honors. Claudia Gonchenitsa. Sarah Koziri. Brooke Dawn Lowison. Margot McDonald, with high honors. Alexis Zoe McDonald, with high honors. Brooklyn Marie Nugent. Monique Clara Poisson-Fast with high honors. Alexandra Shea Christine Reda Molnar with high honors. Hannah Grace Von Farrell with high honors. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Arts and Science and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Arts. I present to you Shermeen Sadaf Islam, Chen Qi Bian, Chinaza Ratan Mojeku, Connor Philip Morrison, Oluwatobi Samuel Olukayode, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Arts and Science and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Gabriella Patricia Heyer, Drake Evan Miley, Mohammed Mohammed, Alana Santos, Yuanyi Wang, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Environment and Sustainability, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Certificate in Sustainability. I present to you Anna L. Chantel Lois Chilton, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the School of Environment and Sustainability and ask that you will confer on them the Graduate Certificate in Water Science. I present to you Jarvis Abonana Ayamsegna, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the School of Environment and Sustainability and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Environment and Sustainability. I present to you Runa Akhtar, Donald Selby, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the School of Environment and Sustainability and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Sustainability. I present to you Agbor Ndoma Agbor. Sahar Baratafar. Augustine Bello. Jabed Chowdhury. Jason Ryan Carl Cook-Studer. Nena Orioma Echo. Chabelo Gonzalez Cruz. Osiodion Osaje Ineg Binoisa. Aruba Aziz Khan. Thomas Mensah. Chioma Angela Ukonu. Vien Vu. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the School of Environment and Sustainability and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Si Yang. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy and ask that you will confer on them the Graduate Certificate in Indigenous Nation Building. I present to you Cynthia Louise Young. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy and ask that you will confer on them the Graduate Certificate in Public Administration. I present to you Sayuni Jayawikrama. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Public Administration. I present to you Mudiaga Akakabota. Vivek Anand. Teresa Efua Benyiwa Ando. Tabitha Ariba. Nadia Baker. Manfred Cooper. Michael Yao Salorm Kujo. Hiferlolua Dorojaye. Joseph Jimena. Leonora Anna Hammond. Seda Islam. Nadine Margot Istfo. Maryam Karimi. Tamika Monique King. MD Rafat Mahbub. Jason Mercredi. Neha Mittal. Tone Mobolaji. Benazir Nasiri. Seda Anosha Nazar. Deanna Nichols. Samuel Kwafo Offer. Vinita Rani. Nur Sulekeyeva. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the Johnson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Public Policy. I present to you Salita. Robin Charles Mowat. Fatma Diamond Ratansi. It is customary at the University of Saskatchewan that after being admitted to their degree, our PhD graduate will be invited to join the platform party in a symbolic welcome to a global community of scholars. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy I present to you. Esther Awaltri. Esther's work explored place-based economic development strategies for rural revitalization, assessing Saskatchewan's policy environment and the OECD's new rural paradigm. Ebenezer Barnes. Ebenezer examined how Black Canadians and Black immigrants experience, interpret, and respond to the actions of the Saskatoon Police Service, drawing on comparative policing perspectives, racial socialization, vicarious trauma, and intergenerational experiences. Alexander Charles Cebulski. Alex's work focused on observations and model development of snow accumulation in forests. Derek Stephen David Eisner. Derek explored the role culture plays in land use and community development, particularly the impact of colonialism, which has prevented First Nations culture and knowledge from developing spaces that enhance well-being and meet community needs. Arwa Taufik Jaradat. Arwa's study explored how young people shape energy transition and climate governance through global climate and energy forums, policy engagement, grassroots action, and community renewable energy initiatives, with particular attention to Indigenous and Northern communities in Canada and the challenges that affect meaningful youth participation. Sareh Nasari. Sareh's work explored the workplace experiences of Muslim women working in engineering and computer science in Canada. It examines challenges related to workplace culture, work-life balance, and religious accommodation, as well as the strategies these women use to navigate male-dominated workplaces. Zainab Olayinka. Zainab's research focused on understanding the employment experiences of African immigrants in Saskatoon. Heather Elizabeth Pospisil. Max looked at intercultural knowledge, pairing challenges in Canadian woodland caribou conservation with Cree and Métis communities around Lac La Ronge, Saskatchewan. Shravan Kumar Putnala. Shravan's study explored how arsenic pollution affects brain development, behavior, reproduction, and future generations in zebrafish. Mahesh Rachamala. Mahesh's research explored how arsenic exposure can affect fish health across generations. Josephine Mary Rybchuk. Josephine studied genetic responses to DNA damage using yeast as a model organism, including mapping a novel interaction between peripheral genes and how they work together in handling damage. Maria Elisa Sanchez. Maria's research explored how carbon dynamics, like the movement of CO2, vary with temperature and water availability in Canadian Rockies peatlands. Hakeem Shokoya. Hakeem's research focused on developing an understanding of how employment laws treat temporary and part-time municipal government workers in Western Canada, and how workers' collective bargaining and dispute resolution rights fare within the Canadian capitalist and neoliberal environment. Michaela Danielle Sidlowski. Michaela's work explored building an inclusive and collaborative process for local climate change adaptation planning. Linda Iris Vogt. Throughout her work, Linda described synchrotron X-ray spectroscopy studies of sulfur and oxygen chemistry in crude oils. She also developed novel analytical approaches for studying complex petroleum mixtures and environmentally important sulfur chemistry. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates and degrees.
Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the Council, I ask you to grant the degrees, diplomas, and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements but were unable to be present today.
At the request of the Council, I authorize these degrees, diplomas, and certificates to be granted.
Convocation is a celebratory time, and we have one award presented here at this ceremony for students, the Governor General Silver Medal. I'd like to call upon Dean of Arts and Science, Brooke Milne, to present the award.
The Governor General Silver Medal, established in 1873, is one of the most prestigious awards that can be received by a student in a Canadian education institution for exceptional academic achievement. On behalf of the Governor General of Canada, Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Mary Simon, I am pleased to present the Academic Medal to Steve Zung. Steve graduates today with a Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Sciences, 4-year degree with great distinction in cellular, physiological, and pharmacological sciences. Steve began his studies at USask with a passion for science and an interest in life sciences. Academically, Steve has proven himself to be an exceptionally talented student, achieving an average significantly above the course average in the rigorous cellular, physiological, and pharmacological sciences program. It is an astonishing 98.6%. Steve's academic excellence has been recognized by the awarding of several prestigious scholarships, including the Janet and Gustav Nordvall Scholarship in 2023, the Eugenia Pop Scholarship in 2024, and the John Spencer Middleton, Jack Spencer Gordon Middleton Undergraduate Scholarship in 2026. Steve is a two-time recipient of a Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada Undergraduate Student Research Award, both of which were supervised by Dr. Abu Arish from the College of Medicine. These awards are intensely competitive and are reserved for the country's highest achieving science students. In 2025, Steve received a top oral presentation award among a cohort of PhD students for his presentation at the Protein Structure, Function, and Malfunction Conference. Steve was also recently listed as a co-first author on a peer-reviewed published research article. Outside of academics, Steve has enhanced his experience at USask through several avenues. Over the past 3 years, Steve has served as a volunteer peer mentor for Biology 120 through the university library, hosting review sessions and collaborating with other peer mentors on the development and delivery of mock exams to 400 students. Since November of 2022, Steve has also volunteered at the Switch student-run clinic as a nutrition supervisor to develop healthy recipes and then work with a team on food-safe preparation of 100 warm meals for community members for each shift. Outside of his academics, Steve is a pianist who holds a Royal Conservatory of Music Associate Diploma. Steve has competed nationally as a pianist and also accompanies his brother in cello competitions. Steve enjoys running and has participated in 4 half marathons and, very recently, a 10-kilometer race at the end of May. Steve has applied to the medicine program at USask for the coming year. He hopes to either pursue a career as a physician scientist, inspired by his enjoyment of research, or as a physician and university lecturer, sparked by his passion for teaching. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Mary Simon, Governor-General of Canada, I am pleased to present the Governor-General's Silver Medal to Steve Sung.
Quite impressive, Steve. I wonder what that 1.4% you didn't quite understand was. We'll figure that out someday. I'd like to now invite our Interim Vice President, University Relations, Kim Kroll-Goodwin, to the podium to introduce a video message from our alumni.
To our graduates, today you receive your degree from the University of Saskatchewan. This parchment represents the hours of effort, determination, and growth that brought you here. It marks both what you've achieved and the possibilities that lie ahead. Congratulations, you have earned every moment of this day. It is my pleasure to officially welcome you into the USask alumni community. Today, you join a network of more than 180,000 graduates living and working around the world. Wherever the next chapter takes you, I know you will make a meaningful impact in your work and in your communities and continue to be what the world needs. Now please enjoy this short video, a warm welcome from USask alumni to you, our newest members. We're so proud to call you our own.
Well, we made it with the lights on, and so with that, I'd like to invite our Chancellor to provide his concluding remarks on the proceedings today. Chancellor Banda.
Thank you, Julian, and thank you, everyone in the audience, for your patience and perseverance. And Steve, I might have that 1.4% you're missing. I might. This officially marks the end of our convocation ceremony today. There are many people to thank who made this convocation ceremony possible, including our vocalist, Brandy Turan, our drum group, Whitefish Juniors, for performing today's graduate entry song, our elders and knowledge keepers, the convocation planning team, which includes the university events team, the registrar's office, and the governance office, for all of their hard work, dedication to make this a success, which they had to pivot a fair bit at about 1 o'clock today. So we thoroughly thank them for their work. But most importantly, I want to extend my congratulations to our graduates and once again acknowledge your hard work. Earning a degree, a diploma, or certificate is no small feat. It requires dedication, perseverance, and sacrifice. The education that you have received at the University of Saskatchewan has equipped you to meet the future and its challenges head on. The world needs your ideas, your energy, and your leadership. You are the future of our province, country, and world. And as you look back at your time at USask, I hope you feel proud of what you've learned and the person you've become. These experiences will stay with you as you step into that next chapter of your life. Congratulations on your remarkable achievement. As we officially conclude today's event, please remain seated until the platform party has exited the stage. Thank you and have a great evening.